This software is going to blow your mind. It's basically ChatGPT on steroids. So the massive issue with ChatGPT right now is that it has information up to 2021. Meaning, if for example, I ask the software, what is the best TV shows in 2023? It's going to give me an answer that I'm sorry, my training data only goes up to 2021. So I don't have the best information out there. However, there is this company called Chatsonic, and they just released a tool called Chatsonic, and it is completely a game changer. So if we open the Chatsonic app, you will see that it's basically the same thing as ChatGPT. However, as you can see here, it has this little button right here, and it says include latest Google data. So it basically includes everything that's on Google up to right now. So if let's say we ask the same question, as you can see, it's actually able now to give me a proper answer. So obviously this is a complete game changer because most of the stuff that you generate using ChatGPT is actually outdated. However, before you go, there are some other features of this tool that are absolutely mind-blowing. And by the way, this tool is free to start out with and play around. However, if you do want to get a paid plan, I do have a special discount, so check out all of the links in the description. So another major thing when it comes to ChatGPT or AI content in general, if you didn't know yet, is that Google actually has AI detectors. So you can actually see what text was generated by AI or whether it was written by humans. And what it does, A, it's not going to rank your website, or B, it might actually even penalize your website if you're using copy that was generated by AI. So this is where Chatsonic comes in very useful, because they have this tool called Content Rephraser. And basically what this tool does is we can put in whatever content we want in here. We can choose what kind of tone we want. And then we can choose also what kind of quality we want, whether we want economy, good, average, whatever. And we can actually generate a rewrite of that. So as you can see here, it gives me 3 different options to choose from. I'm not going to go too in depth about all of the AI detectors. I'll try to leave some useful links in the description, but basically from my playing around and testing things out, this tool actually works really well. I used some other paraphrasing tools and they didn't really pass the detectors, but Chatsonic paraphraser tools actually passed pretty much all of the detectors. Though I do have to say that I don't necessarily recommend to just use AI copy on your website. I do still suggest that perhaps you go in and edit the text yourself. By the way, go to aitoolslist.io for all of the best and the newest AI tools, all put in different categories and ranked best within the categories. The link is down below in the description. Another thing that I really like about Chatsonic that ChatGPT is lacking is this little icon right here. So what this allows you to do is basically to have text to speech, so you don't actually need to type things out. You can just speak out loud, same as you would use Siri and your iPhone. Another thing that I absolutely love about Chatsonic is that it has AI image creation integrated within the chat, so I don't need to go and use different tools for that. So for example, let's say here I say generate a cat on the moon, and let's just press enter, and as you can see, it generated some very silly looking images. By the way, if you're finding this useful so far, make sure to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Another major difference is that with Chatsonic, you can actually have a team, and as you know, that is a huge game changer if you are working with other people and want to be sharing files. And talking if you're going to use this for your work or just in general use this a lot, you also have this button right here called bulk upload. So what this means is you can actually take files and you can upload those files and then use those files within the tools that Chatsonic provides, which is again something that you don't have on ChatGPT. Another thing I want to mention, by the way, is if you go here at the very bottom, you can see you got different personalities. So this is very cool because it's very easy to sort of create different style, follow different styles. So you have the general AI, you have interviewer, you have travel guide, stand-up comedian, motivational coach, so on and so forth. So basically you choose the personality and then this tool Chatsonic is going to write the text in that personality. Another insanely useful feature with Chatsonic is that I can actually use Google Chrome extension on pretty much anything out there. So for example, let's say I want to write a tweet, 5 best must-have habits before going to bed. And as you can see, Chatsonic right here is going to write it down for me. Now, if I want, I can just copy that. This is maybe a little bit too long for a tweet, but if I want, I can basically make a thread out of this, or I can ask actually Chatsonic to summarize it in a short tweet so I can fit everything in one tweet. So aside from some of those features that I mentioned that I think are complete game changers, in general, I like Chatsonic because it just makes whatever you're doing pretty easy because it has all of these different sections. Let's say you want to write blog posts. This is actually another thing that you can't really do on ChatGPT. It only allows you to write certain amount of words. However, as you can see here, you can write up to 3,000 words SEO friendly blog post article. You also have such tools as article rewriter, which is pretty crazy. You have tools that are specific for writing different ads, so it just makes it so much easier when you don't even need to think. This is already pre-made and it gets better results because this tool is specifically for all of these different use cases, and there's a lot of different ones. As you can see, they have e-commerce as well if you want some product descriptions or Amazon listings, things like that. Social media as well, so you can actually write Twitter threads, LinkedIn, Instagram captions, so on and so forth. So you really don't need to be creating content yourself anymore. Landing pages, call to actions, you have tone changer, which again is something that is very, very useful, especially if you want to avoid those AI detectors, if you're going to use some of the text on your websites. So there's a bunch of these very specific use cases, and because Chatsonic has these specific use cases, it just makes the tool so much better. The results that you are getting from the tool are just so much more refined. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that Chatsonic actually has a mobile app as well, so you can actually use it on your phone, and I've been playing it quite a bit and it seems to work really well so far. So now let's talk about pricing on Chatsonic. So as you can see, they do have free trial, and basically what it does, it actually gives you 2,500 words, which is, I would say, a fair amount to actually test out the software. Technically, you could write a couple of blog posts using that, and I don't see it in their pricing, maybe because they just released Chatsonic, but they allow you to use Chatsonic completely for free as well. It's only limited how many times you can use per day, but basically every day it renews, and you can actually use technically Chatsonic for free. And if you want, there are a couple of different tools, such as, let's say, article rewriter, that you actually need to upgrade to be able to try the tool to begin with. And there are some other new things that are coming out that I haven't mentioned. I actually really like they have this page where you can request different features and people can vote on them, and they are going to release them faster. So if you are going to go for a long form plan, they actually have, interestingly enough, they have the economy package, average, good, and premium. And as you can see, the price actually for this doesn't change. However, what does change is the amount of words. So as you can see on the premium, we get 19,000 words for $19. If we go good, we get 47,000, average 95, and economy 190,000 words. At the end of the day, I would probably just go with premium, to be honest. I mean, you can test it out, but as you can see, $19 for 19,000 words, $50, $49 for 75,000 words, 100 for 160,000, so on and so forth. And also, if you do get an annual plan, as you can see, you get 33% discount. So 1 month of Chatsonic 19,000 words is only $12.67, which I think is actually very good value compared to most of the AI writing tools out there. So hope you find this useful. As I mentioned, I have some special links, so check out everything in the description. Check out aitoolslist.io for other useful AI tools, different business ideas using AI tools, so on and so forth. Make sure to check out my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you found this useful, make sure to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, put on notifications, and I'll see you soon.